What's up, guys? It's been a while. I've had this powder coater for a while now, probably a year and so, and I'm just now getting to it. I've had it for a while. It's the Eastwood powder coating system. This is the hot coat, and then the powder we're going to be using is going to be from Prismatic Powders. The one I picked is actually like a mag blue Wrinkle color. So I've already got everything set up here. Here's the machine. Already got the regulator on it. Everything's ready to go. The valve cover is gassing off right now. This is the oven I picked up for free a while back. I didn't start anything for powder coating just because I needed to get this plug put into the garage, which I have now. Back when I got my generator put in, they put this in for me. So they got that. So I could just run the oven into the garage when I'm needing a powder coat. So we're just waiting for that to gas off. It's another like 10 minutes or so, and that'll be done. Here's the motor. Sorry about the mess. It's been a little hectic. I've been working on my daily, and I just had a problem with a bolt on the idler pulley. Been like that for like 3 weeks. I was working on it. Headache. So, anyways, painted the block already. These are some headers I got from a friend for a decent deal. I don't know if we'll be able to clear it. On the bottom of the CRX, I'm not really slamming this car, so I don't think it's going to be that low. But if it is too much, not enough clearance on the bottom, we'll sell it and we'll try another header or whatever. But I did notice, if you don't remember, we have to pull this bolt out. But I did notice I was putting everything together, and I looked and I reviewed my video that I had when I bought this, and I saw the same problem on the video that I'm about to show you. So I know I didn't do it, so I must have bought it like that. So this is why the head was so cheap, I'm assuming. But take a look at this. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. Can you see anything wrong right there? We're looking right there. There is a crack. I don't know if we'll be able to fix that. I'll have to get to a machine shop and see if they weld it for us. So that's kind of a bummer. I was getting ready to put this all together and get into the car, and a little setback. So that's the update on the motor. We're getting that stuff done. It's looking pretty clean. I don't think I'm gonna paint the valve cover, not the valve cover, the head, because it looks pretty clean right now. I'm just gonna clean it up. These I'm gonna powder coat. I'm gonna go buy some black powder coat and powder coat the mounts, make everything look OEM, things like that. I don't know if y'all have ever seen the intake manifold, but this is the intake manifold I got. Golden Eagle, going old school on it. So let's get the valve cover done, so that way we have that ready for when we assemble the engine and put it all together finally. So I just got it out, just finished off gassing. We're gonna wait for this to cool, and then we'll tape up and fill up all the holes that we don't want any powder in, and then we'll go ahead and coat this up. I was gonna spray this outside, but it's dark already and it's late, so we're gonna be spraying it in here, which could get messy, but just make a makeshift little box, keep all the powder contained so it's not everywhere. That's what I'm gonna have to do to get it done. Like I said, I was gonna do outside, but it's just too dark, and it's actually kind of cold right now, and that's why I've been putting this off also, just because it's been cold at night. And like I said on other videos, I only really work on my cars and stuff like that at night when everyone's asleep. So that's what we have to do. We'll make it work. It's just a valve cover. If it doesn't work out, on the first try, we can go and sandblast it again and try again. As soon as this valve cover cools off, let's see where we're at right now. We're about 142, 165, 155. We're almost there. We got to get a little bit cooler than that. I think at least 100 degrees will be fine. But I'll probably get it a little bit cooler just so I can maneuver it and turn it around while it's in the box and everything. The oven's already heated. Prismatic powders, they recommend on that color 20 minutes at 400 degrees, and that's 400 degrees on the part. So not like, okay, it's 400 degrees to set up, 400 degrees, throw it in there, 20 minutes. No, you gotta wait till the part hits 400 degrees. So you gotta keep checking with your thermometer, hit it on there. Once it hits 400, then you start the countdown, and that's 20 minutes after that. Then you can pull it out. I'll probably just pull it out and put it on top of here, and just let it cool here, so you know I don't have to have somewhere else. So pull out like you pull out, you know, some cookies. So we'll wait for that to cool off, and then we'll get y'all back on the next setup. Okay, so it's all cooled off now. I've been taping it up with this heat tape. This, I was gonna tape up everything on the inside right here, but it is very hard to cut with a razor blade to get in there in a tight area. And what happens is this thing is so thick that when you try to cut it, obviously I take the blade out of here, but when you try to cut it, it kind of just pushes down and you can't really cut. So there might be a trick to that. What I'll end up doing is, after it's powder coated, I mean, it really doesn't hurt nothing, but just to give it that look you wanted it. After powder coating, I would probably, you know, just sand it by hand or put it, you know, some sandpaper like around a socket or something like that, and just give it real quick and be done on there. So I couldn't really get to that area, but I taped off the bungs. Hopefully that's good. I did tape off this area where I could get to, and I taped off this nozzle. Everything else doesn't really matter. They're gonna put gaskets here when you tie it down. The only other thing is everything's threaded. I do need to cover up, which I have these right here, these silicone, which are high temp. So these should help out with that. If I could just find something in that size of some of these. Like that. So I'll put all those in that I need for threads and get that all done up, and then we'll be ready to spray. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold it by these areas that don't really mean much, pick it up from there, and I'm gonna slide it in. I think that's what we're gonna end up doing. So get this in there. I think I just touched an area, but I think it'll be fine. It's in the back. Okay, we got it in. Let's wait till it gets to 400 degrees, and then we'll count 20 minutes. So I'm checking on it now, and it's starting to wet. The powder's starting to wet, so it's starting to melt a little bit. We're not there yet, the 400, but I'll show you what we're at and what it looks like. So that's it wetting, and we're at about 268, 275, 270. We're almost there. We're about a little bit more than halfway. We've got another about 100 degrees left to go, 130. So we're almost there. Starting to wet though. I just want to give y'all guys an update on it. It's looking good. All right, so I think we hit 400 already. Let me see if I can show y'all. Yeah, we're at 412. It's been sitting there. I turned down the heat just a little bit. I'm still dialing in these temps, and I'm keep opening up the thing to check. So I just went and overshot it just a little bit. I already set up the timer. We got, let me see, right there, 20 minutes. So it's already starting to wrinkle up, starting to look more like the color. After 20 minutes, I'll get y'all back. We'll pull it out and we'll see how we did. All right, been 20 minutes already. Let's take it out. Just gonna lay this right here on top. Let it cool off right there. I've already turned the oven off. I did see this was bubbling up. I think this is a gasket that was on the AN fittings. But other than that, it looks pretty good. I didn't think these things would melt. You know, I thought it was be fine enough for high temp. I don't know if you wait for these to come to take these out, or if you can take them out now, but it seems like I take them out now. At least the ones I can grab. Then I have one over here. I still think I'm going to be grinding these down anyways to bare metal just to make it look more OEM. So the look doesn't really matter on that. This one I'm not going to be able to get. Oh wait, got it. I think that's it. Can peel that off. This held up really good, this tape. I was reading some reviews on it. This one right here. I was reading reviews and they were saying that this does melt, so you know, I didn't see it melt here, but other people have said yeah, it melts. It's not that good of a tape, but it looked like it did a pretty good job for us. Pull that off. That looks really good. I think that's everything. Well guys, it's the next day. Here it is in the sun. As you can tell, it got some flake in it. The wrinkle turned out really great. I really like it. There are some imperfections. My first try, I bumped this right when I put it in. You can see there's a little thing right here that I took off some of the powder. That's in the back, and I can see that once you put the cap on it. But the color turned out really good. I really like it. Like I said, in the front, this little plastic stuff melted off. It's actually pretty easy to chip away, so you can just chip away at it and clean it up. But I might put a little bit of black paint just around there just to make it look a little cleaner. But for now, I mean, that ain't bad for the first try. Looks pretty good. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna sand off the powder on the emblems. So the VTEC emblem, the Honda Motor Co., and then I think I'm gonna also sand the ground right here. I'll end up doing these also. I just gotta figure out how to do it. I mean, it's just really cosmetics here to sand these down, make it look more OEM. These little areas, this. Probably gonna need like a small Dremel style sanding. Small Dremels to sand it down. But for now, we'll just sand these off and get those looking good so it looks more OEM. And then we'll get this one right here. This was also right here a little messed up. This was like a little bubble, but didn't really pay attention. Didn't really mind it because I knew I was gonna sand that off and get it back to bare metal, because that is gonna be a ground right there. So let's get to it. Quick work of it, but quick work's not always the best work. I don't know how if you can touch these up. I did hit it right here, a little bit right there, and then right here. Don't know if you can touch those up, but you know, we're just playing around pretty much right now. So maybe I could get those touched up. I'm not really sure. That'd be really awesome if I could, probably. But that's the end result. We'll figure a different way out to get the decal. We'll figure out another way to get the logos done back to original. Because this way, I don't think it's working that way. So we'll figure that out on another try. But hey, first try, you know, it looks pretty decent, you know, except for these little spots. But when you're trying something new, that happens, you know. The next time, lesson learned. Maybe we'll do a sand block for it, you know, back and forth. I thought the powder coat was gonna be a lot thicker than it was, so I was like kind of worried it's gonna take a long time. I thought this would be level and easy, but what happened here was this is higher than the VTEC. So when I I went like this. This was kind of like an angle, and it snipped that real quick. And then this, I was just not slow enough. So but that's gonna be it, guys. We'll try it again on some other valve covers. I got some other ones to do also on some other motors. Hit the like, subscribe, and we'll catch y'all guys on the next one. Later.